Hello everyone, it's the Canadian Wifier. Apparently it's been determined that the only way to vary the tiers that I play is to vary the tournaments that go on in the NU room, because I apparently just refuse to ladder anymore. It's not even a thing I do. So this was an OU tournament in the NU room. I think round 2 got matched up with Soul Gazer. I'm using a team, the Goomy passed me, like the only team I have left that is still viable in OU, because all my other teams had deoxys on them and they all got banned. So this was really my only shot, and it's actually a pretty fun team. Go check out Goomy's channel for the actual team thing. I'll link a video where he used it down below. Anyway, looking at Soul Gazer's team, it looks fucking terrifying. I am terrible at OU, especially because I haven't played it seriously in months. Seriously, since like February. So, threats on his end, I would say Keldeo, but I have a Gourgeist. I would say Latios, but I have a Clefable. So, like, nothing's really a threat, but his team just looks fucking terrifying. Anyway, let's just get into the battle. So, leading off, he is going to lead off with a Mawile, as I lead off with Ampharos. Unfortunately, I'm slower, and I don't want a Mega, because then I would just die to player off. Perhaps I could get a static on him. Unfortunately, neither happen. I'm just going to Volt Switch out, get off a little bit of damage, reveal his Mawile. That is game-changing. So I'm just going to set up a sub. No, he's going to switch out. He can't really touch me. Doesn't want to get burned. I can burn the Kyurem B. If it has Bolt Strike / Dragon Claw or whatever, it kind of limits it. If it is just pure special, I'm going to find out now. A little bit risky going for the Protect in case he had Substitute, but I felt like he wasn't going to go for Substitute, so that's the only reason I made that play. Just get off a little bit more burn damage. Unfortunately, I motherfucking get frozen on my switch into Mew. This really sucked, because I just wanted Stealth Rock here. I am going to pull the obvious switch out into the Gourgeist small. I do reveal the specs. He does go for Secret Sword. I know it's an absolute free Leech Seed on whatever I want. I very well could have set up a sub, but whatever. Potato. I get the seed off. And then looking at this thing, it is a huge threat now that Mew is frozen, because with Mew frozen, I can't really take it on 1v1. I don't have anything to really take a hit. He's going to take the turn to set up Stealth Rock. Very beneficial for him, wear down all my pokes obviously, as the Earth Power does happen to unthaw my Mew, which is absolutely beneficiary, absolutely great. It means my Mew is unfrozen, and on this turn he just happens to switch in Keldeo to a Zen Headbutt and get absolutely destroyed, so that was wonderful. As here, I didn't want him to go for HP Flying, didn't want him to do something weird, predicting my Gourgeist, so I'm just going to leave this thing in. Go for the guaranteed kill. Unfortunately now I'm a little bit troubled against Landorus because he can just come in and clean Earth Power me. So a little bit of a misplay letting Mew get damage on it, but I also didn't, I don't know, I could have very easily switched into Manaphy, which would have been a better play, but oh well. At this point, switching to Ferrothorn, I know he either doesn't have Sludge Wave or he doesn't have Focus Blast. I need to find out which one. And, well, there it is, boys and girls. I missed the Leech Seed, which means I can no longer wear this thing down, and I thought I had lost at this point, to be completely honest. I'm gonna go with the Clefable, because I'm pretty sure it can take one hit. I really wasn't sure, but Moonblast on his obvious free switch into Mawile. And now I'm a little bit of a pickle. I try to switch in Ferrothorn and he just predicts the dog living shit out of me and goes for Fire Fang and kills me. So now it's down to Manaphy, Clefable, and a little bit of Death Fodder to bring me back in this game. Gonna go for the Rain right away so that in case he wants to drop a Draco on this turn, I'm gonna go for Rest because my reasoning was he goes for Draco trying to kill me. I rested off, then get the easy Scald on the switch. Luckily, he's just going to go for Psy Shocks, which means I'm free to Calm Mind up once, and then predicting the switch out, because he doesn't want to just sit here and get set up upon. Easy Scald apparently ends up killing against Thundurus, so thank you for the free Thundurus. That was a massive problem, to be honest. He now has this thing back in. Thank you so much. Thank you for sacking that. it was just such a threat. I mean, Clefable could take a hit. I don't know much about OU. This has been brought up once again. Go watch Goomy if you want actual OU battles, because he was walking me through how to use this bloody team the entire time in PM. I'm hopeless. But regardless, at this point, I don't want to die to a Draco Meteor from the thing with my Manaphy. Gonna go with the Clefable as I can eat up a Psyshock. Now that this thing's back in, I can sack Mega Ampharos. Free Death Fodder. And now I can go right back out in the Manaphy. I now kill him with Moonblast after Stealth Rock with Clefable, which means Mawile's not so much of a threat anymore. As I can go for Rain Dance here, I go for Rest. He really couldn't afford going for Draco in case I wanted to Clefable, because at that point I had just won. So, I get the free rest up, I'm back up to full, and at this point it sure fucking looks good for me, doesn't it? I'm able to get a Calm Mind up. I'm pretty sure I die if you wanted to go for another Draco, and by pretty sure I mean I definitely die. I don't think the crit mattered whatsoever. It's gonna leave him at 4%. Obviously he dies to Stealth Rock, and we already have that kill all lined up, and oh, he just got rid of all the rock. So the Stealth Rock that we had put up to ensure so many KOs are just blown away, and that's going to come in huge later, you'll see. Moonblast on the switch, he ends up going out to Kyurem B. I know he's just going to die to burn, so I want every little bit of health I can get. As Clefable's chilling here with that minus evasion, this player off cannot miss, definitely came into play. I'm just kidding. But now sitting here at 42%, let's throw a damage calc up on screen right now to see how much Psyshock does. Complete 50-50 game on the last turn. If I live it, he dies to Life Orb and I win. Because I didn't live it, he wins because his Pokemon was the last one on the screen. My Pokemon fainted first. And that's how that works on Wi-Fi, and that's why Zeril implemented it in the Showdown to work like that, so it's a little bit closer to the real games. Attaboy! So, technically a tie, technically Soul Gazer won, who the fuck cares? It was a really good OU game. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, it's not quite up to the Goomy levels because I play at like 1450 on the ladder, and Goomy plays at like 1850 on the ladder. But, yeah, I still think it was okay. Goomy's team's actually really fun. It looks so bad, but it truly does a little bit of work, obviously. Unaware Clefable is just so fucking good. Like, you take a Pokemon like Clefable with Magic Art, which you think is already a really strong Pokemon, and then you give it an even better ability in typing, and suddenly it becomes an even better Mon, and it's just like, holy shit. How did they do this? But yeah, Clefable's a really cool guy. That's gonna be it for the game, though. So, hope you guys enjoyed. OU is definitely not my forte, like I've said for about the 50th time in this battle, but I still think it was good nonetheless. So, if you enjoyed, a rating would be much appreciated. I will see you all next time. Take it easy. Have a good day. See you later. Peace, guys.